Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be diving into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection official trailer. Look, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a very, very long time. You know, back from obviously, we're going back as from the Game Boy days when my mum bought me Dark Duel Stories, you know, for the PS1 for Forbidden Memories. And then also you had obviously the PS2 Duelist of the Roses alongside Capsule Monster Coliseum. Obviously, there's a wider range of games with Yu-Gi-Oh! Across different consoles. And I think I played at least 90% of them. I think the only one I never really played was Falsebound Kingdom, which was on the GameCube. On the original Xbox, you had the Dawn of Destiny. Like, there's just so many games they released. And then the one that is the most recent, Cross Duel. Yeah, let's not get into that one. Bring it back, Konami, please. Okay, so obviously, when I was speaking about like, classic old school games, you had Worldwide Edition, the Eternal Duelist Soul. I think it was the Eternal Duelist Soul. I could be wrong. But like, there was just so many nostalgic games. I used to play my Game Boy on holiday in Spain. Obviously, we went on holiday and I'd play it in bed. And Reshiv of Destruction is probably one of the hardest. Obviously, Nightmare Troubadour, we tried playing it, but it's a very grindy game. But it'll be interesting to see. I think they released a list of the games that were likely to come to this. So we're just going to jump in, react to the trailer, and I'll talk about some nostalgic memories that I had from playing the card game. Here we go. I am Yami Yugi, the other Yugi that exists within Yu-Gi-Moto. 14 masterpieces from the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Games are back. I don't think I ever played Destiny Board Traveler. I think I owned it, and then I played it like once, but never... Oh shit, Dungeon Dice as well, of course. Okay. I don't think I experienced this one. Because this was Dark Duel Stories too, but I think these ones were only released in Japan. So we never got to experience them here. This is the one I got. Dark Duel Stories. I remember getting this from my mum, and I was gassed. I was locked in. I was taking it to my cousins and everyone's. I'd be fully invested into it. But like the nostalgic cards, because before, instead of attack and defense points, it used to be based on attributes. If you ever play Capsule Monster Coliseum, probably the earlier games, I think Forbidden Memories was similar to it as well, where it was based around certain attributes dominating the others. But Sacred Cards, another classic. Reshiv of Destruction was one of the hardest, man, if not, like, it was brutal. But yeah, it was sick. Worldwide Edition was... Yo! The thing is, right, funny story. I know, obviously, I hate stopping trailers when we're going to go through it, but obviously, while we're going through the games, I may as well talk about memory. Worldwide Edition was the first time I actually started dueling, I think, online, because I used to go to my mate Anthony's, and we'd have our little Game Boy Advance, and we'd obviously have Worldwide Edition, and this is the days when you would want to go second to be able to proceed into the battle phase, and it was funny because I'd go to his house, and we'd sit there, we'd connect the little link cable. And obviously, back in the days, you used to use a link cable for Pokemon to obviously evolve, like Haunter, Graveler, Kadabra, and then something else. I can't remember what the other one is. Anyway, but yeah, Worldwide Edition. It was one of the kind of first ones I had online. But then when you started advancing into the DS era, you had obviously wireless online. So you could play online, Spirit Cooler, Nightmare Troubadour. Let's get into it. Let's carry on. The World Championship. I wasn't a big fan of World Championship though. I was more drawn to the one where it was you had like 5 characters to begin with. You had to beat them 5 times each, and then you unlock the second tier, and then I think it was like 10 wins each or something, or 7. But yeah, including experiences that go beyond. This is a game I never played. I never played Monster Capsule. Dungeon Dice I remember playing. This game was solid though, man. Very grindy though. Destiny Board Traveler I probably played once in my lifetime. I suppose it could be interesting. It was basically a Mario Party take on Yu-Gi-Oh! And the thing is, this is the one thing I've always loved about Konami. They're not scared to take a chance on... Oh, okay. We will get to this momentarily, but the one thing I like about Konami, they're not scared to take a chance on something away from the card game. Cross Duel. Unfortunately, that kind of went down the fucking pan, which is bollocks because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was exciting making the content, but it is what it is. I've only just noticed, yeah, play online with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 4 Battle of the Great Duelists, yeah? So that'll be online, I assume, straight away. Additional titles will support online play after release. How long after, though? Because they're the old games, I can't imagine they're going to hold on for very long. If they, let's say, release multiplayer 6 months down the line, I don't think anyone's going to be playing it. I could be wrong, but quite frankly, I think everyone's going to be too hooked into Master Duel. Okay. Unleash your dueling power, unlock hidden characters, cards, and more. Unlock all cards, 9. Unlock restriction cards, okay. Maximum deck capacity on. Dark stage character select off. Secret stage, okay. Cool. You wish to duel very well. Okay. Time wizardry. Rewind, fast forward, or reset the duel. See, I think this is like rewind, fast forward, cool. No. Fast forward, I understand. But reset the duel and rewind. If they did with some Nightmare Troubadour, I know we did it, but it's not the point, you know? I just don't know how I feel about it, man. I don't know how I feel about this game. Like, there's a part of me that wants to play it for nostalgia, but there's another part of me that's like, do I really care? Like, I would prefer to drop £50 into Master Duel and build a new deck? Probably. But I just don't know. I think it's really cool, but I also think they didn't give us the best selection of Yu-Gi-Oh games. Like, you never know, in the future we might get ourselves a remaster of the PS2 versions or remaster of something. I don't know. But yeah, the selection of games they offered us, they are nostalgic for the original Yu-Gi-Oh players, but as a new player, do you really want to learn this? Considering how crazy the actual card game is now? I don't know. But yeah. Let me know in the comments below. Are you going to be buying this game? Are you going to be investing into it? You know? Let me know. Obviously, it's been a pleasure. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for supporting the channel. And before we wrap this up, funny story. There was a guy one time, swapped games. I gave him 2 of my games for one of his Yu-Gi-Oh games. I was in love with Yu-Gi-Oh. Absolute deep passion for the game. And he came back one time and tried giving me one of my games back, and then one of his Yu-Gi-Oh came back, and I was like, nah, and I tried scratching the fucking title thing off and sticking it onto a different game. But I said to him, Mum came upstairs, she goes, you need to give the game back. I was like, yeah, when he brings 2 of my games back. So he brought 2 of my games back, and I had to give him my Yu-Gi-Oh game back, and I was pissed. Man, I was broken. Like, I've always loved Yu-Gi-Oh, and I would never stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh, so guys, don't fret. I will never quit. I've said this many times, no matter how many times I change the schedule or whatever, you will always have Yu-Gi-Oh content on this channel. Thank you for supporting. You guys are amazing. If you want to become a member, you can duel me on Master Duel. I say every Monday, but most of the time I just do it anyway. But take care of yourselves. Peace.